So, here's another fanfiction review, and I think this is the second time I've done a Hey Arnold fanfiction review. Now, this story is called Oh Rhonda, which is, for lack of a better word, a romantic story, but here it's the same continuity of Hey Arnold. It's basically episodes written out with Hey Arnold, but here's the difference. Helga does not exist in this universe. That's right, in this fanfiction story, all the episodes of each chapter are literally stories, like this whole story is like, what if Helga did not exist, and Rhonda was the love interest for Arnold. That's it's kind of a really interesting look, because the reason why Rhonda likes Arnold but doesn't want to admit it is because he's middle class, and of course she's higher class. She doesn't know exactly how to deal with that. So that kind of social barrier between them. So it's not so much more like she doesn't do what Helga does, is like yell at him or call him an idiot or whatever. She's friends with him, and she does she sticks up for him and whatnot. But she doesn't have but she doesn't know how to tell him how she feels. And it's a very interesting story, because let's face it, if Helga wasn't there, I think Rhonda would be the logical choice for Arnold, for Arnold to be with. That or Lila. I think Rhonda would be probably more logical choice. But yeah, there are some. This does follow a lot of episodes. This does follow all the episodes, and I think the author's name on fanfiction is Orange Ratchet, and Orange Ratchet has done I think about 67 already of the 99 episodes. So I think he or she is almost done. So yeah, Orange Ratchet's almost done with the whole story. And I think they mentioned in one part of the review that they were going to do this person was going to do the movie. Excuse me, the movie. Also, there's also a few little differences here and there with where was I going with this? With the story in of itself. There are these tiny little differences of this new universe and this new continuity for the show. The first being is that when Rhonda gets her glasses, and remember the episode Rhonda's glasses, she actually keeps them because Arnold convinces her to stay with them because she looks cute. So she stays with the glasses. It's pretty much the glasses you saw at the end of the episode. Those sleek wireframe, that sleek wireframe design. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's also, we have cool little twists for some of the episodes throughout the stories. There's some, really cool twists here and there, like the eating contest episode. It's all told in Rhonda's point of view, and in here, this continuity, Phoebe is her best friend, along with Sheena. And Nadine, yeah. Sheena, Phoebe, and Nadine are her three friends right there. And Rhonda pretty much says, look, this is disgusting, and, this condones, bad eating habits, so I'm going to try to shut this eating contest down. Now, what's interesting about this is that while Helga doesn't exist in this continuity, Olga does. So, yeah, when I first read it, I was like, this is kind of weird, like, we still have, the Patakis are still in this continuity, but you don't have the main essential character? Huh. It kind of I wouldn't say it takes you out of it. It just makes you go, oh yeah, this, it just feels a little weird, but you get used to it real quick. There's also a few other things, a few little other differences, like Rhonda running around trying to get everyone to shut off their lights for Sally or Haley's comet. I can't remember what the comet's name is, but yeah, she's running around she's basically running around to get everyone to shut off their lights and to watch this comet so she can be with Arnold. So it's adorable. There is like some. I really like the little minor changes, because while they do feel a little drastically different. I mean, obviously, one of the major drastic points of this continuity is that obviously Helga's gone and Rhonda's the new love interest. Rhonda and Arnold are the pairing, together. So it's very interesting to see how this girl, who has literally who has flaws of her own, but is mostly the rich girl, is better known for the rich girl, is trying to, cope and try to get with someone who, for lack of a better word, would be considered pretty easy. I mean, yeah, the only reason that hasn't confessed to him as of yet in the story is because, well, he's middle class and she's obviously the upper crust, and she doesn't know how exactly the world would how she thinks the world will take it if she starts dating someone what most of what her high society parents would consider to be lower than them. So it's interesting, but at the same time, I'm thinking it's not like with Arnold and Helga, where Helga can, she tries to say, she tries to tell Arnold she loves him, but, Arnold's like, well, you've had a pretty shitty way of showing it, whereas Rhonda, in this continuity, in this story, has, she's friends with him, she sticks up for him, she takes his advice, all that good stuff, and at the same time, the only thing that's kind of stopping her is something kind of minuscule when you think about it. Anyway, I really do like this story. I think it's a really good fanfiction series. If you are a Hey Arnold fan and you've always wondered what it would be like if Arnold ended up with somebody else other than Helga, give this a read. It's nothing graphic, it's nothing evil. It's pretty much watching the episodes again, but with some major, with a few changes here and there. And a lot of these changes are kind of cool because they still kind of work within the episodes. So I really did like that. I really do like that this does feel a lot like the show, but it has its own what's the word I'm looking for? Its own voice as well. So it stays true to it, but like I said, it still has its own voice to it. So as always, if you're interested in reading this fan fiction, the link will be below if you want to check it out. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys later.